I need to, that reminds me. Dashboard. Refresh the stream and let me know if my title updated. I just literally reset it just now.
I got working on Spoonersloth.
You'll have to refresh it. I just changed it. You may have to refresh it a few times, but it looks like it went through on my end. Yeah, it went through on my end.
Oh yeah. Hi, dude. Who's
Did you get it to refresh?
I still says support order. Get down.
Blessed. Stop it. We'll refresh it again because it changed on my phone. Alrighty.
There it goes.
That's good enough for this today. All right, got 2 minutes. Woohoo! Holy moly, 5 viewers already? Who on earth is in here? I got 2 minutes and I'm not ready yet. Well, whoever's lurking, thank you for being here. We'll get started in just a second. I just gotta set down my phone. Also need to put it on mute now that I'm thinking about it. Volume, 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 volume.
Electrical skateboard and your airframe. Besides me and mom.
Right. All right. To give shout outs is exclamation shout out. Okay?
Yeah, then whoever.
Like, I didn't know if you remembered what mine was. That it took forever for us to figure out the first time we used it.
Oh, there's exclamation shout out.
Uh-huh. Good job, phone. There we go. Okie dokie. Seconds to spare, seconds to spare. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Just kidding. All right, so I actually pinned this up quite a while ago. Uh, the Spoonersloth window is still here. I need to print out the frame for it, but I won't have time this weekend. So I'm just going to start work on this one. And when I'm home and I have more time, I can get Spoonersloth frame printing and continue work on this because I can have it printing and do this work at the same time. That looks pretty good. Alrighty. And get my gloves. I have these nice schwoofy rubberized gloves. They're basically cut gloves dipped in rubber, but like I bought them from the store so they were already done. But you could easily do something like this yourself by getting a standard meat cutter glove, food service worker cut glove type thing, and then just dip it in some kind of like plasti dip or rubberized coating. I don't know how well that would last, but you could do it. So I'm an hour and a half late. I apologize about that. But when I got home, my desk was a disaster, and then I had to pull out the pattern and get the glass set up, and well, you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Oh, I need to unplug this. It should have enough battery to make it through the stream, and if not, I can plug it right back in. Until then, I'm going to save juice by turning it off. Alrighty. What I'm going to do here, since this has got those striations, I'm going to kind of break the glass more or less along those striations. Should it do like that? Or like that? I kind of like where the cuts are going not quite parallel, but I like that. I like that. That's how I'm gonna do it. I need some paper, which I have right here. I always have tons of scrap paper around. And I really do my best to use up as much, literally, of the paper as I humanly possibly can. Yeah. Just gotta move some cords around so I have a little room to work. Don't need much, just a little. Really? And on these ones, since they're really not making a picture, they're just there to look good, I am just not, I'm not too worried about the accuracy. I'm just gonna get some glue stick. Oh, glue stick, there we go. I knew there was some around here. Between 3D printing and glasswork, I use a lot of glue stick. All right. I'm gonna take these off for a second. I don't need them on right this second. Get them over here with my safety goggles, which I have off at the moment because I don't need them quite yet either. All right. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of glue stick to the corner here. Probably gonna use more glue stick than I actually need. Yeah. The glass isn't really truly square, so I don't know how well you can see, but I left just a little tiny gap around the template so I can grind it square on the grinder. I haven't used this in ages, so I should check the oil in here. There is still oil in there, which is a good sign. That's always a good sign. And I am... I have a... There we go. That'll work. I don't want to score it with it hanging up in the air, because if I press too hard, it could crack it in ways I don't want it to crack. So I'm just going to tilt the camera just a little bit. I have my trusty ring star pliers. I love these things because they are not limited to straight cuts. They can also do curves quite well. Of course, it depends on the glass that you're cutting. Some of it is easier to work with than others, but that's fine. So I've got my glass cut. Now we're going to go over to the grinder, and as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to call for a noise command. It'll pop up in chat, but just for anyone who might be listening and not paying attention to chat, I use, when you work with stained glass, you have to use a glass grinder, and it can be loud, and I never really know how much of that picks up on the other end. So just beware. Noise, please. Oh, and I almost forgot to move my camera. No, I got my glasses on. See? I got my glasses on. I just forgot to move the camera. There we go. I may have to reapply the template, but that's okay. I'm trying not to have to do that. And like I said, because this isn't really making, this part isn't making a picture per se, it's just kind of a rough design, I can be a little more lenient. how it turns out, if that makes any kind of sense. There we go. All right, so that's and the paper got soaked enough to where it pretty much came loose, but I think we have a good piece there. Let's see how it fits the corner. I tell you guys, I miss this a lot, and I'm really sad that I've only got today, tomorrow, and just a little tiny bit of Sunday to work on it. Yeah, that'll work. It's close enough. I said today, tomorrow, and a little bit of Sunday. You know what I did forget? I forgot a little bowl. Bowl. I've got water. Well, at least a little. Well, I probably don't have enough water, but I did forget my bowl. I'm going to... Thank you. I'll probably need more water. You want to take this to your brother? I am going to take a Sharpie. I love clear glass because you can do this so easy. Any glass that's transparent or semi-transparent, you can use this trick. Ah, come on, tripod. But you take a Sharpie and you just mark where the edge of the glass should be. Just trail it off. I need Harold to retrieve for me. I lost the cap. I dropped my cap for the pin. No, it's over here. Come over here. Right under there on top of that box in the corner, please. Come all the way over here. Children. He's going to get there. I forget that he's half spider monkey. Can you pick up the lid for me? I'm having the dropsies. Of course, I've got my gloves on. That doesn't help. I heard you. All right, so now that that's marked, we're going to go back to the grinder. It's close, but not quite as close as I'd like it. And so to make the next piece easier, we're going to go back to the grinder and take down some of this extra material. And you can see where it was marked right there. I can see that pretty good. Let's see how that looks now. That looks good. That looks good. I can live with that. Again, I'm not being super picky, but if I look at something and I don't like it, I'm going to change it. That looks a little better. So now, for those of you who may not know the procedure, I've got a little bowl of water here on the other side of my tool caddy. The camera goes over here so you can see what I'm doing. The glass comes up and into the bowl. I take these gloves off so I can actually work with my hands. I take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. And just that little bit of a wash gets rid of all the glue stick. It also gets rid of the ground glass from the edges. Even if I did not use glue stick, if I had used the Sharpie for the whole thing, I would still need to give it to a bath, because if you fail to do that, then the copper foil, which has a sticky side to it, the sticky side won't stick to the glass. And just take my word for it that that is not at all helpful. Cleaning up the water I spilled earlier. All right. Now, back to Joelbot. And it doesn't look like much yet, but there's one piece. I've got to sit down for just a second, wrap it in foil, and then I will start working on the next piece. Looks like it. Little pill bottle shape. Yeah, I saw that. I told Danny I wasn't sure if the trash can was better than the bag on the hook. Hopefully I'll forget it less. I'll probably end up falling over it. Just knowing me. Yeah, I see that. I saw what he did with the pictures. That's a good idea. Yeah. Well, I just didn't have any better ideas when I just set them down, and then it's like, oh yeah, well, duh, put them up. That's fine. Why? Oops. We can get another one if you. Oh, it wouldn't be ready. Did you? Would you? Could we be able to glue it? Oh. So all we got to do is make sure it weighs right. Well, that's good. Yeah, as long as we can be back here. Well, we'll probably be back here by 5 or 6, right?
Oh, heck yeah. Your
Okay.
appointment's at 8, and if we go right after your appointment,
We might even be able to be back here by.
we'll be back here before. Well, if we know how
I'm
long
not
it
gonna set a
takes,
specific time. I'll just post when we get on.
4:30, and if you want to stream before then, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, I should have moved the camera while I was doing that.
Yeah, that would have helped, but both cameras, because one's up in the air and
Well, that's for when I'm standing up. I forgot to pull it
that's
down.
because of your head.
Now, right now, I'm thinking that this window will get a copper patina, but that is not final. Uh, I just thought it would look nice. Okay, so we've got one. And we'll work on the next piece. Oh, I need a pencil sharpener. This thing's a little dull. um, no, because the last one I had, I gave it back.
Okay.
I think it was a little blue one or something.
Yeah, well, I'll give you one for yourself.
Okay.
For you.
All right, I'll drop it in my caddy.
Really?
What?
I'm in buffering mode again.
Sorry. Turn down the quality if you can, if it'll let you.
Let's see.
This is not the best quality pencil. The lead keeps breaking off. Hmm. Hang on 1 second. That could be part of the problem. There we go. There it is. All right. That ought to be better. Alright, and that one is kind of about that thick. Good, now it can fit in there.
Really, you two? Get to your bed. Go, Oddball. Bed. Go. You know, I don't have time to talk about stuff like that. Go to bed, Oddball. Yes.
All right. And I think I can nip this little corner off here too. All right.
Well, you're just gonna have to deal with everything anyway, John, okay? Considering I gotta figure out what to do with everything now.
Get myself ready. Move the camera. Okay, let me get my gloves on. Actually, for this one, I will not have gloves. Don't try this at home, but it's very thin, so I kind of need the extra dexterity. All right.
Can you guys get out of here and just go? Harold, leave it alone. Damn it, Harold! I told you to leave it alone! Get! Go!
Get
Go!
out, children.
It's my jacket, Jen.
That looks pretty good, actually.
Here. Here's something with your jackets.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna dunk it and foil it. these straight lines really don't have to be straight or perfect, so I'm not going to be super picky with them. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Despite the fact that I have a tendency to do exactly the opposite, which is why I caught myself and said, let's just go with it. Yeah, maybe you finally woke her up.
She's been awake since I got home. She was sitting there being quiet.
Yes. Okay, that works. Just don't pull too hard.
That idea is not going to stay working. However,
Yeah, we've got those big box fans somewhere. We should just put one in the door, and it'd be enough to keep the.
talking about all my boxes that I just received. That's
Oh,
what I was thinking about doing.
well, no, I mean our big box fans. Fan.
Oh, okay.
If you have one that's available, just set it
I don't.
in
It's
there.
down in
Okay,
the
okay,
bathroom.
okay. Then your boxes will work.
Yes, your box fan would be a perfect idea, but it's in Alabama.
Hmm. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing this time. I've already given it a little bath.
No. All you want to do is try to penetrate her, so no. So I'm hoping this will work. This is what everybody is using to clean their solder
Mm.
tips. And let me guess, it didn't even come with directions.
Nope.
Of course not. Because every place I've gone to look for something to clean solder tips with, that's what comes up. It's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Go lay down.
You know what I say? Wah, because I'm going to stand up in 2 seconds. Just so you get a good shot. There you go. This time when I sit down, I'll take it with me. There. Oops, need to bring that down just a smidge. There we go. Looks pretty close. Actually, let's do it just a little bit wider. There we go. That was interesting. Not quite. And this is probably going to be a short stream, guys. Maybe 5:30 to 6. I do need to take a break after this piece. Be a 5-minute break. I'll just put the Be Right Back screen up. Oh, noise. I forgot. Thank you. Let's see how that fits real quick. Looks pretty decent, actually. Gonna take a dunk in the water bath over here. While it's soaking for just a second, I'll get my gloves and my safety glasses off. Hey, that engineered. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to lurk away or chat as you want. Bring the camera down here. Measure out some foil. Raise the camera up just a smidgen so you can see. Not that the pulling out the foil is that interesting, but just so you can see I've got it all set up in the caddy, although sometimes it doesn't always work. What happens is you get little places where the foil has made a ripple or a bubble, or not even sure what to call it sometimes. But when you hit those, it doesn't want to pull through the cutter thingy very well. So I always cut off more than I need because you want a little overlap. So this thing, for anybody who doesn't know, is called a fid. I prefer these wooden ones because they've got a nice fat handle. Now they sell tons and tons of plastic ones at Hobby Lobby and stuff, but they look rather thin. I'm pretty sure I would break it. And even if I didn't, they're really thin, so they don't really. I mean, this is a little ball, so you can hold on to it really good and it doesn't cause any discomfort. But if you get something that has a sharp edge and you try to hold on to it, sometimes that can cause you discomfort. At least for me, that's how it works. But I mean, use whatever works for you. If the little red plastic ones that they sell work for you, great. I prefer the wooden ones. And also, you'll notice I go around the outside edge this way first, and then I kind of fold them over. That's why when I put on the foil, you'll see that I kind of take my time about it, because the name of the game is to center it so that when you fold it over, you have an edge on both sides.
No, that doesn't mean anything. No, he is not your friend. John, get away from the freaking door.
All right, so that one's done.
That's what it's supposed to look like. No, you don't need to be Daddy's trash man. He's got a trash can. You know that.
All right, I'm going to take my little break. I'll be right back. minutes it went to cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it's like I'm still trying to get over my cold and everything. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so it's like I need to eat.
Alrighty.
It does not
I'm
matter
back.
if I put it in.
Alright, so I'm gonna go till 6:30. Um, because we need to go celebrate my wife's birthday. I was away from home. Of course, her birthday is on February 29th, so on off years like this year, we kind of play fast and loose with her birthday, but still, need to take my wife out to dinner for her birthday. So
Where
we
are
will
we
be,
going?
I don't know, crazy.
Huh?
Crazy.
Well, I know that, but did we decide on where we were going to go?
No, that was your job. Remember?
What are you looking for?
My paper that I just literally had.
What paper?
I think this is it.
That probably is.
I have no idea.
It's good enough. It probably blew because of the wind.
Oh, yep, it's right here underneath my chair.
See?
I'm like, I could have sworn I had it sitting right here. So, since I'm in the Western time zone, that's an hour and 45 minutes from now or so, give or take.
Go to bed, please. Go. That is not your bed, oddball.
Okay, I need. Okay, this one's going to be kind of big, right? So this is the first one I actually need to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to make this in two pieces. But just so I can. There we go, something like that. And then I'll break this off.
Doesn't matter what I do, it just wants to buffer today.
Sorry. And then I did a dummy. Anyway. Fortunately, this shouldn't be too horrible to line back up. Yeah, that's pretty close. I forgot to do my edge lines. I was so worried about getting around Joel's head, or Joelbot's head. Okay. Woohoo! Foam.
See?
Oh yeah, that stuff's perfect.
You can thank my work for it.
Yeah, we just need like 3 tons of it.
I know, and I only have like 4 boxes, so I have a total of 6
We
pieces.
can actually use regular styrofoam too.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying that.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a great idea.
Let me go get my box from. Ouch. Okay, no, I take that back. I only have 2, so that's still fine. And there's pizza. I'll take that as a sign. I got one right here.
Close.
You have to walk that far? Yeah. Yeah, it does help. Especially when you got 300 kids. That would be great. Hey, somebody actually knows what a DeLorean is.
Yeah.
My husband's cracking up laughing.
Nice. Sorry, you guys probably can't hear the conversation
Yeah,
that's going on at my front door, but
oh, perfect. Yeah, it's been here forever. Alright, next one. How often do you get that?
yeah, I know, right?
I mean, yeah, you and I would know it, but
That was cool. Our pizza delivery guy was a bit of a nerd, which is awesome.
okay.
Hmm.
Messy. Okay.
That's not my problem. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. We could go the other way. We could go.
Show knife.
Hmm. That would
That away.
kind of work. Could break it this way and then that way. Get a lot of the swirlies in there. Let me just.
Get her kennel.
Because it goes like that. Yeah, that works.
Boys.
That works. I like that. Sure, John. Sure.
Pepperoni. Pepperoni. Yes. That is. That is meat. All meats and then spicy Italian and cheese. That's small meats too. I got two of the same thing. What? Don't worry about what's in there right now. Pick your pizza.
Harold, you'll turn into cheese someday.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I like cheese, but yeah.
Same thing. Mhm. That
What?
engine
Oh, hi.
says, "Hey, Tinker."
Sorry, I've got to do this off screen. I could move the
Apple.
camera, but
Come on, Apple.
it's easier just to not at the moment. Almost. It's just a hair long, so I'll have to do the next one over here too.
I know. No, I locked her up just now. He says, "I've never caught you on before." Pretty much because you haven't been on in.
I haven't been on in ages because I was in Gallup, New Mexico. I am back home now. Unfortunately, I've only got today, Saturday, and part of Sunday to work because I'm being detailed to Amarillo. But that's the way it goes.
John, quiet. Well, then put one away aside.
So I'm going to get as far as I can, and then it's going to sit till I come back home and I'm able to work on it again.
Shut up, please. Bad enough I have Oswald barking out there, but one bark is better than two barks. And he's just mad. Because he can't have Mopa.
This one's going to be difficult because I'll move this so you guys can see what I'm doing. These pliers work great on curves except for when they're not long enough. On clear glass, if you're experienced, you can actually see the fracture as it grows, and so it's a little bit easier to gauge how much pressure to use. And there we go. Perfectly, actually. I love clear glass. It's so easy to work with. Unfortunately, the properties that make stained glass easy to work with also make it extremely hard to ship, as we found out with the Fun King window. Also, the fact I wasn't home, so that I could, at least for the first run, give my wife some support and my expertise. And the person... Oh, and come to find out, she did not use a FedEx shipping center. It was the postal annex. So that makes it a double bad on the USPS because the person who offered to package it for her obviously didn't know what the heck they were doing when it comes to stained glass. Because what happened is my wife took it to the postal annex and said, hey, can you help me package this and ship it? Oh, sure, yeah, we can pack that for you. Well, that didn't work, now did it? It's not your fault, hon.
I know. He's asking, are you planning on giving it to Joel at Murph?
I can't go to Murph. I tried to get it off. I don't have the time off this year. And it wouldn't be done by then anyway.
Not with your schedule.
Not with my schedule, because like I said, I'm in Amarillo next week, so there's a whole week I can't work on it. I mean, I could probably get this banged out in a week, but
Then it wouldn't be stable enough.
well, no, it's just I'm not home, so that's not going to happen. Like hours wise, I could do it. This isn't a very big window.
No, it's not.
And believe me, I tried to get the time off, but I didn't get it. So that's just how it works. For whatever reason, every freaking buddy at my work wanted that time off, and I'm pretty low on the totem pole as far as seniority goes, so I didn't get it off.
Oh well, we'll figure stuff out here.
Yep.
Actually, Comic-Con is going to be here.
I would love to give this to Joel at Murph, though. That would be awesome. But yeah, can't go. We even registered like way early, but here's the thing. So I work for the USDA in my day job. I'm a consumer safety inspector. So one reason my schedule is so hectic is depending on who is out on leave or what positions are vacant, kind of depends on where they send me, where they need me. And that's why sometimes I'm home, sometimes I'm not. It just all depends. So right now, um, I completely have to work around my work schedule. Um,
He says, "Oh, okay, I know that feeling."
but someday I will be able to not do that job anymore and maybe do this full time because this is much more fun.
He says, "Are you sure we don't work for the same company?" Never mind.
Unless you're a food inspector, sir, I don't think we work for the same company.
Oh, is there a plant out here on Dyer?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
I don't think so. Don't think we have anything on Dyer. No, not that I know of.
I'll have to show it to you.
The only thing that we have that's close to the house is off of Railroad. There's an ID warehouse over there.
No, I'll show it to you.
Now, there could be a state inspected plant, and I wouldn't know about it.
It probably is.
Because if they don't go out of state, Texas has their own in-state inspection. It's one of the few states that still do. But as long as it doesn't go outside of the state of Texas, they can be state inspected instead of federally inspected. And that's just how that works. So it's very well could be that they could be state inspected.
I'll show it to you someday.
Okay.
I just noticed it this morning.
Down by Doc's office or what?
No, it's actually going
Oh,
out
the
from
other the other
state
end
line.
the other end of Dyer.
Yeah, it's almost to the state line.
All right. Noise, please.
Coming up. Up.
All right, let's see how this fits. I'm going to do a test fit without moving the camera.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kim said, "All right, gotta go work on a dinner solution. Take care, Tinker and Mrs. Tinker."
All right, thanks for hanging out, man. You're welcome anytime. Here it is. Fits pretty snugly. That's good. If I can, come on. Oh, you're stepping on my rag. That's why the tripod doesn't want to act right. All right. Turn my thing off. Okay. All right. Not sub, follow.
Oh, sorry.
Sub is when they buy the emotes,
Yeah.
which I should have one here really, really, really soon.
Yeah, I saw the pictures changed. That's pretty cool.
What? Oh, that's my icon.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't that way the last time I was on stream with you.
Well, that's true because Bonnie finished it, what, 2, 3 weeks ago?
Ah. So when you were in New York,
Gallup.
when you were out of town.
I could look on one of the discords and see, because I posted it everywhere. On Twitter, too. She did a great job. I'm absolutely
Yes,
thrilled with it.
it is great. Yes, I agree.
Now we've got a little bit of a overlap with the white. And I see I need to take just a smidge off right here. But it's got the general shape of Joelbot. Just a little tiny adjustment right here. I'm not even going to move the camera, because it'll take me just a second. I will put up a noise command, because it'll still be noisy. Noise. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I'm going to round off the head just a little more. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but see if that matches that curve just a little better. Yes, it does. Close enough that I'm happy with it. Okay, so we've got where we can get the side of his ears. The top of his head looks good. Alright, I'm going to give this a bath one more time, because since we did some more grinding, there'll be more glass dust to wash off. Alrighty, oops, turn my camera way over there. I'm just gonna grab some foil. Yep, come on. I think the interaction between the swirly lines here And the way I'm cutting off the glass will give it an interesting effect. We'll see if I'm right or not. We will know soon enough.
No, can't see anything.
It's because you're behind. I showed it to the camera.
Okay.
I'll show it again as
Buffering every 5 seconds, it seems like. It doesn't matter what my quality is. It just wants to buffer tonight.
maybe Twitch is just being twitchy.
Usually is.
Yeah, my kilobits per second keeps falling off, so maybe I'll have to get a cable and tie to the router instead of going Wi-Fi. This one should still work for that. Where's my scissors? There they are. Oops. Come on. All right. There. Much better. Let me see if that other piece will work better. I think I will go with that. Yes, we'll go with that. All right, so just to show you, I went looking for the best fitting piece of glass, and it is indeed this sharp little point right here. Oh, wait. I've got a piece over here. Ooh, this may be a better fit. Look. I'm not sure that it's much better, but it is already a smaller piece. Yeah, that'll work. It'll keep generally with the character of the grain that we've got going. So there's two considerations. One, the shape of the glass to the piece I want to cut. Number two, and especially in this case, the direction of the grain, which means the colorant in this case, and that kind of little swoopy pattern kind of matches up, sort of. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it is a consideration. That's fine. We will certainly see how right I was in a moment. Or wasn't, as the case may turn out to be. Gotta clear my screen. Go away, YouTube notifications. Go away. I cannot see OBS when you pop up. Let me get my gloves on. And no, I'm gonna go without again. Noise, please. Oh, shit, something happened.
Alex just gave you 5 bits.
Thanks, Alex. Glad to have you in chat. Thanks for the bits. Alright, I'm gonna test the fit real quick. That's pretty nice.
Alex says he got himself a fit last match.
Good job, Alex. Alright. Just picking up my cord so I don't step on it. Oh, the piece is up here. I've got my standard bowl of water over here to wash off the template and the glue and the glass dust from grinding. even go up here. Oops, not quite like that. There we go. Ta-da! I'll lean the camera forward so you can see it. Ah. And fortunately, it's pointed right at me, so I can just pull it up and grab some foil and get to work. All right, and that. There we go. Look at it right side up. Ah.
Alex
Oops.
says the Swirly Blue is a good choice for this.
Yes, I think it'll make a good background. Wait till you see the color that I picked for the bot himself, the robot. Oops. maybe. Well, this will work. Improvisation. I do have a straight edge, I just don't want to stand up to get it. This will work just fine. Let me just... Yes, that will work. Hmm. Now this might be a better choice. think that works. We've got a match for both size and aesthetics, I think. There we go. Actually, I can do this over here, where you guys can see what I'm doing. Get your nose. Yes. Pliers. It's fine. Alrighty. Off to the grinder we go. Whee! Come on, cord. Let go. Let go. Let go of my cord. You too, chair. There we go. There we go. This one, I will wear the gloves because it's big enough, I think. I hope. Noise, please. Get out of there. I swear. You need to move. Ugh. Actually, my caddy needs to move. Fix my caddy. Fixes my problem. There we go. Okay, whoa. Come on. Alright, there's a good shot of it. Alrighty. So as usual, I cut it along so we can have overlap. Oops, nose mic. There we go.
Don't let anyone sit on this one.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you do? Let everybody know that you sat on the monkey one.
Yeah, put it on Twitter that I had to fix it because I sat on it. Well, I'm not sure if I said that on Twitter, but I admitted it at least in Discord. Yeah, and also don't let the freaking post office get a hold of it. At least for the packing part of it.
No, Danny and I have already agreed we're running FedEx to pack. But from now on, we need to have a physical address and not a P.O. box.
Yep. Well, I think Glenn gave it to me, but I think I lost it. His physical address, so I just sent it to the P.O. box.
That would be
But if it's packed properly, even the post office can send stuff like this. But it wasn't even packed properly. That's the problem. There we go. What's the magic word, Harold? It's better. I'll have to see if I can get a hold of those. I'll have to Google that when we get back home. I've only got 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to cut it a little short tonight uh, because I am taking my wife out to dinner for her birthday. Let me see. That one's big enough.
Did you put your step stool away? Then that was all you needed to do. Step stool does not belong in the middle of the kitchen.
Let's take those out. Ouch. Yes, this will be fine. My wife got a hold of some really nice foam. It's not styrofoam, but it should work, especially when it's compressed.
I have 4 of these. Two of my boxes came with those in them. Oh, somebody needs to be fed, doesn't she? Harold! Turn on the light. Thank you. Thank you.
Almost dropped it. Good catch. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate the help as always.
Okay, never heard that one.
There's a special sticker for shipping that shows evidence of package abuse.
Muxie!
What'd Muxie do now?
I don't know. It just came up.
Well, let me go look at it. 'Cause I forgot to do the live feed thing.
Unless what, I'm being slow.
No, I just got the auto host from FreeJ, I think. Yeah,
What?
the auto host from FreeJ.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the auto host as always, FreeJ. It's
The
much.
print's so small I can't read it.
Yeah, I know.
All I know just saw McFluxy come up, so we need to get shock watch stickers. Okay, you're just a little too loud today. Can you come, Harold, with one of our patches? The backyard one? Well, next week is got spring break, so you guys can put that house together. I don't know where we're gonna put it.
On a steak.
No shit, where?
On a steak.
Of whose butt? Darian's or Harold's? Huh? What is... Oh, Harold's. And then I'll put up the um, hummingbird feeder.
That works.
It's time to put... They're about ready to head back north.
Not quite big enough. Yeah, not even if I.
What?
Nope.
Oh.
So we go get the big one. And then
Thanks for being a neighbor. Yeah, I know.
that's actually that'll work.
Okay.
That'll work. Very good. Hmm. Let's do a straight one and then another straight one, and then we can kind of. All right. Yeah. Let me go over here. There we go. I didn't expect it to break quite that easy. Yep, I'm good. Well, it never does when it falls, but I did kind of catch it with my knee, and it kind of only made noise. Right. It's kind of like a plate when you drop it. Even if it doesn't break, it makes a hell of a lot of noise. Well, the piece that fell wasn't the piece I'm working on. It was a discard piece. It was just a rather large piece that I broke off, so. Okay, so this is the first real curved cut I've got. So you guys finally get to see the magic of the ring star pliers. Wow, that was way too easy. I barely touched it. But as you can see, the curve held. Ooh.
Yeah. I know, same here.
All with just my pliers and a
I mean, even if I
regular
suppose it's the same as
old glass cutter.
when you're bone on bone, all you have to do is make
These
noise.
pliers are magic. And just a little bit of grinding, which is fine. It's just you want to take off as much material as possible so that you don't have to grind as much. Take this over here. I'll move the camera. Get this ground down.
What are you going to eat? Or when we get back to our game? He went to the spring. He doesn't talk to me.
Was she telling you about Jack Carter?
The bells.
Bells, bells, bells. Last name does not ring a bell.
Don,
No pun intended.
Don Bell.
Don, Don. Oh, Don, the song leader.
He just. Yeah, I'm talking to him. He's that's me. Who you were
I
talking
think
about.
I think that's the one.
Um, Don and Mary Ellen Bell.
Yes, yes, yes. Don and Mary Ellen. He was the. I think he was the bald guy, if I remember right, that led singing a lot.
Darian thinks he remembers him as the one who led singing a lot. Okay, yeah, yes. Yeah.
Oh, noise.
Heads up.
Oh, and I forgot to move the camera too. I'm gonna see how it looks. That looks great.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, thanks for lurking, Katira. Now that I finally looked at my chat. You're fine. Nope.
Yeah, while you were grinding, Katira popped on and
Yep, I see. You should give Katira a shout out. Exclamation shout out space Katira.
okay. Exclamation shout out.
All one word and then space Katira. Yay, it worked.
Yep. You want to get down to that bottom piece and then go
Yeah,
up?
I'm finishing this piece up and then I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Soon as this thing's foiled and in place and they get a good view of it, I'm gonna get my phone, find somebody to do a raid and host. Actually, before I do that, there is something I'm gonna look at real quick.
Uh-huh.
Not to do with the glass. I want to see if my emote's been approved yet.
Oh, what emotes?
My temporary emote, not my permanent emote. Since Mags is a little busy at the moment, which is fine,
Huh?
I wanted to have some kind of something, and basically in the spirit of what I wanted anyway. And where did I set my thingy? There it is, under the washcloth.
Since I don't have a white bunny.
I do like the raccoon. Raccoon's pretty
Well,
cool.
that's my go-to. If I don't have a, since I don't have a bunny, I need a bunny. No, you need a hedgehog.
Well, you're not getting a bunny or a hedgehog until I make partners, so there. So, in other words, not anytime soon.
What? Oh, we still haven't fixed it? No. I've been too lazy. Uh, yes, I know. I kind of figured that when you guys got your shoes on. Going to the park? Or just walking? Just walking through,
I was gonna say it's a little late to go to the park, isn't it?
just gonna hit restaurants and then maybe the church after that.
Alrighty. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have done for tonight.
And I see a big arm in the way.
You know who we haven't raided before?
What?
Mama bears.
Okay.
So the raid call is
Rabbit squirrels.
rabid squirrels.
Rabid squirrels. Sorry, everybody likes it.
That's the raid call. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have an emote that goes right along with that raid call. And we are going to raid Mama Bears. She is another creative streamer. She does crochet and I believe some knitting work. I know for sure crochet.
I don't know if you can see this, but on my screen,
Ah, I mistyped. Damn it. I cannot. Where'd she go? Oh, you know what? Do you want to raid Mama Bears or do you want to raid the guy who makes the Wookiee costumes? He's working on. I don't. Oh, looks like he's even working on a Wookiee mask. Well, I know what that answer. He's also the same guy that's giving us the blaster. So scratch the Mama Bears. We're gonna go to Cadence.
he's the same guy
We'll
who's
do
giving us the what?
the blaster that I talked about
Oh,
because I
okay.
was his first sub.
Okay.
So we will do Mama Bears tomorrow. Today is Cadence Terminus. Same raid call. If I can spell. Ter. It's a freaking long name. It's like my name.
Oh.
Woohoo! I made it. All right. See you guys tomorrow.